of Vault 76. Have you seen her? What can you tell me about the area? I'd better be going.
Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one she left it for. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return.
And you'll give me the Overseer's tape in exchange for what exactly? What was the...
Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention. See, that boy you put down, he's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
Huh? Oh! Celebratory steak. That's always got people running in the vault.
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second.
She's gonna make a bunch of poisoned meat.
Okay.
No, we're gonna pretend we're Kane.
I just want you to know, architecture ain't
fat dudes?
exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
What?
Sure, I know how to build structures from somatics. Build a sign? Are you crazy? I don't know.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are
Morty!
you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh,
What?
Mort, not the tapes.
You're just the characters
well,
moving
you find
around.
yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to
Well,
Mort.
yeah, I can't talk to
Of
anyone.
course you're gonna need materials, but we
Can you
should have
hear
enough
everything?
lying around to cover you there.
Yep.
Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure that once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way
my
so her
ankles.
people could get some practice in
It's a Poochie.
self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Woo!
It's a boo bear.
Glad to hear Vault Tech actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about him just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy
I
suit.
take it
Good
we're
luck.
just gonna go to bed then.
Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in
talking
good
about?
company now. Because around here,
Well, since we're
we
not gonna
look
play with
after one
them,
another.
we're just gonna watch stuff and
Now,
go to
what
bed.
can I do for you?
I was gonna swing over and play a round or two, and then come back and keep playing this.
Oh, okay.
Unless you don't want to, fine. I don't.
No, I just like how we
is,
can't rearrange things when
Ugh.
it comes to certain other people. Can I ask you what happened to you? Can you teach me how to use...
Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But
Oh.
if I'm going to help you, I want something in return.
All
All right, listen, I got this plan.
But
Yeah, where
You're
are
going to
you?
help me get rich.
I'm
See,
talking to
the folks who made it big off the gold
Oh, you're
rush,
still in there talking
they
to that
weren't
bitch?
the prospectors. They
No, I
were
have
the
to talk
folks
to
that
the
sold
other
them their
dude.
shovels. Now, I
Oh,
don't do
God.
shovels. What I collect is knowledge.
So
I can
funny.
go all sorts of places, you folks with your rads. So, I'm selling
Medical
what
supply
I
vending
made these
machine.
hollow tapes. All I'm
Oh,
asking
can
is
we
you,
sell stuff? Thank Jesus.
you will. I mean, now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Some other time then.
Okay, so all I gotta do is listen to this guy dude's thing, and he'll teach me how to use something. Anyways, where are you?
I'm outside.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was looking through these comics.
I pressed the X button. Why didn't it let me go?
Oh, I'm not allowed to sell anything? Go fuck yourself, dude. Ammunition. That's what I need. Which one do I have? I got no fucking money.
Well, go ahead and go
Whatever.
play with them.
Where are you? Are you outside yet?
I'm getting there. Now I am. What?
Look at this.
Duchess is damn lucky you showed up when you did. Hopes you comped him a drink or two.
Death machine robot thinks it's a cow.
Ah!
Exhalation
Bessie.
of air through nostrils.
That's great.
Yeah.
Comforting moo.
I like how they call it Bessie too.
Yeah. And painted like a cow. Oh my god. I bet it turns into a fucking death machine if you try and kill one of the cows.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take my little break and play a round or two with them, and then I'm gonna come back to this game.
Yep. Bye.
Love you. God. Ugh, finally take these glasses off. Whew. I'm that old. I gotta put glasses on to play video games.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, don't die a bunch of times. I'm gonna be right back.
Goodbye.
Love you. Removed me?
See, what do I do?
You don't need to be afraid of Bessie. We got her at a discount since she was decom. Only thing she puts down these days are piles of sheet metal.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals, haywire bots, and... no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.
The Wayward welcomes all comers, unless you're planning to break something.
You think the place looks good now? Wait till we're done rebuilding. Just need those hoodlums to stop breathing down our collective necks.
not sure if I should be thrilled or terrified.
Free from America to
I'm thinking about joining up, getting in on the ground floor. How about you?
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Night Shin's trained as well.
What's that over there?
I pressed the button. Hush! I think it's recording now. Shush! Hello? Hello there? Oh, I think it's working. I hate these things. This is Willie May, and I was asked to talk a bit about my life since the war to help educate future children someday. I think that's nice. I thought I'd just watch my programs and entertain the grandkids in my retirement. But that didn't turn out to be the case. I'm just glad they all made it to the vault in time, you see. When I saw it in a dream, I knew my prayers were answered. My husband Frank used to work in the mines. Just a bit before the war, there was news of tremors, and he didn't come home. I don't know what happened to him or why he never came home for sure. And between you and me, I'm fine with that. Since the war, I've just read my old newspapers and listened to music. It's very peaceful for once, which is just right nice by me. You ever hear of the Watoga Times Atomic Lottery? The winner got 10 years worth of Blamco mac and cheese, Salisbury steak, and Nuka-Cola, of course. I played that lottery for 20 years, and I finally won the month before the war. It lasted only 8 years, though. But who can you complain to? By the time it ran out, I had heard the Responder's radio broadcast, so...
Are you here for the responder training? That's right. They set up a radio signal that's been repeating for years now, calling people here to learn basic survival skills. Unfortunately, the responders are long gone now. But the training system is fully automated, so you can still learn everything you need to. I'm surprised you didn't know that. You must be new around here. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76? I keep hearing about it. I've even met some people who say they came from there. And honestly, I believe them. It's so interesting. People living underground for years, and then the doors open, and suddenly there's this whole new world to explore. So, did I guess right? I knew it! I could tell just by looking at you. I've always thought that life in a vault must be so amazing, with the robots and all the machines and having everything you need every day. Best of all, you're safe, which, let me tell you, is a thing us outsiders very rarely get to feel.
So I think I
Though
found
I
another
guess
player.
you're one of us now, so that's all in the past for you. Go right ahead. Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story. It's a community of settlers up in the mountains to the east. It's a nice enough place, I guess. That being said, it's a hell of a dangerous trip trying to get there. I barely made it out of the mountains alive. If I were you... Okay. No problem. Here to brush up on your responder survival training?
With smarts and a little luck, you'll do just fine out there.
Chloe looks after me. She's the best guardian a girl could have. Here to brush up on your responder survival training? I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important. Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots. No problem.
responders. And Mr. Farmhands are out of control.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned in to a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all.
Overseer's, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault-Tec. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. It wasn't gonna happen, because I was always hitting my fence. I couldn't just be a Pioneer Scout, I had to be bigger. Just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Just being a kid. The three of us, our simple life. Our simple...
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Try scanning first. Detecting potential composting target.
This is my first interview with another survivor. This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me trying to break into a Nuka-Cola machine and, showed me a different way. So, Kesha, can you tell us a bit about how we can make sure our water is safe for drinking? Try to keep it to the basics for training purposes.
Oh, it's not complicated, really. Find water and strain out any big particles and chunks. Then, boil it in a pot over an open fire for a minute or two, then let it cool. Should be fine. Like making tea, right?
Uh-huh. You joined the responders a while ago and helped develop a program to train volunteers. So, were you a survivalist prior to all of this?
You could say that. I taught high school kids. I used to talk about this very thing to them. Practical application of the sciences. It's fascinating, but you never realize how important some things will be down the road, do you?
I guess not. So if we were students of yours, what would you tell us about the world now? How can we survive?
That's a good question, Dasa. Well, I would tell you all to remain calm and focus on surviving. The first thing you need to do is get yourself some clean drinking water. It's likely all you'll find is dirty water, but that's okay. We can fix it. Dirty water carries a small chance of disease, and it's a bit radioactive. You'll probably survive if you drink it, but you shouldn't take that risk. It's better than toxic water or nuclear waste, though, which are both very harmful and should be boiled thoroughly first. Got that, Dutha?
Yes'm. Contaminated water should be boiled. Okay, that sounds easy enough. So, boiled water is safe?
It's mostly safe.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lit my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrongs. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to been thought. So I asked him. I asked how. Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly. And I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land at my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
bet this town was really nice before the war. Here to brush up on your responder survival training?
A full belly sure beats an empty one.
We call it the Great War now. It's not been long and things have been rough. Welcome to Survivor Stories. I'm Dasa Ben Ami, a responder. I've been working with the responders for a couple of years now. I'm from Charleston originally, so it was easy to join up. What wasn't easy was the work. Rebuilding Appalachia from the rubble while survivors flock to us regularly from all over. So many have come and gone. Their stories untold, their names lost to time. I thought we should preserve this history somehow. I've decided to ask people to record their thoughts, their stories, anything they want to preserve forever. I'll call this series The Survivor Stories. I'll start with me. I was an anthropology PhD student at Vault-Tec University, final year. I was printing my thesis when I heard the sirens. I thought for sure my father, a Vault-Tec employee, could take us all with him, but only 2 reservations came through. I refused to go.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and the messed up people and the cows with 2 heads, all of it. That was bad. Just bad. I cheated on my spelling test. I kicked Chip Wilkins in the shins until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs. I cut holes in the bottom of all the gym shorts and put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and put Nuka-Cola in the rat cage water bottles at the pet store. And, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything. Because my dad said if I wasn't this way, the bad things wouldn't happen. I haven't seen Daddy since the bombs, and I guess he left because of that, too. It's okay. I'm trying to be good now, though. I'm not old enough to be a volunteer, but Dawson said I could help collect food and water, so I'm getting better, I promise. And, Daddy, if you're listening, I promise I won't be bad anymore, so you can come back now. Okay? Okay. Bye.
back, dear listeners. It's time once again to put aside all you think you know, all you believe to...
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out. Overseer's, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something from me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault Tech. I was so excited because I used to come to at the Autumn Festival. Me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout. I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Just being a kid. The three of us, our simple life. Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church. People were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry. Tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Chloe's my pet. Or maybe I'm hers. I'm not sure.
good recruits like me.
I have my eye on you.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm home. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I couldn't get away. I know neither of you is around to hear this, but I miss you. I miss watching Dad grade papers on the living room. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm home. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I couldn't get away. I know neither of you is around to hear this, but I miss you. I miss watching Dad grade papers on the living room table. I miss the three of us huddled around the radio, listening to the Silver Shroud. Dad, you were right about what living underground would really be like. 25 years locked in with the same people was a challenge. But watching them pair up, get married, have children, well, I think I got to know a little bit of what you and Mom were always telling me. Well, since I'm doing this whole trip down memory lane, maybe a walk over to the old high school is in order.
Let's talk downstairs. Cozy as this place is, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We really went overboard with this place. Feel free to look around. Let me introduce you to Davenport. He's been helping me with some reconnaissance. Keeping an eye on Appalachia.
Oh, so good to meet you. The Overseer has been so excited to see everyone again. Once you've acquainted yourself with our new arrivals, I may have some field work for you.
I couldn't have pulled this place off without him. Let's talk. I know you have questions, and we'll get to them. I have an important mission. But you're just not ready. It's too dangerous. I can't in good conscience send you on it. Before you do anything, you need to get inoculated against the scorch disease. You've seen what it does to people. Dr. Hudson was working on a cure. Her research lab was in the Morgantown airport. That should get you started. Is there anything else you want to talk about? All right. Go ahead. Well, remember, it's not a scavenger hunt. I put them in place to help you on your way, even when I can't be there personally. Pretty hypocritical for me, of all people, to take off on my own, huh? Oh. At first, I was just racing ahead, hoping that if there was any trouble, I'd hit it first. And then there were the nukes, the scorched plague. Seeing my old neighborhood bombed to pieces, I needed time. Me too. You just what? Seriously? What were you doing in Vault 76 all these months? Ugh. All right, everyone was supposed to leave at Reclamation Day. My advice? Start pulling your weight and catch up. And maybe invest in an alarm clock. You're back. You're still not ready for the mission. Before you do any... Dr. Hudson was working on a cure.
That's it? Shit.
Okay, I don't know how I declined that. Why does it say fast travel?